Hello, hello, hello. Here we go, back again. Trying to figure out what happened to all these poor, sorry sons of bitches. And if you remember... I might go back to that one a look. Remember from last time, we just did actually cracked a shitload. Got like 9 out of the way, I think it was. And, yeah, so, again... I just assigned him. Sorry, let me get my mind in the right place. Again, any of them that I've given 3 bits for... are now still wrong. Apart from you, I just did you. You. So that is not Nick, but Nick is definitely one of the ones that died in that scene. So I can go back to Nick in a second. No. Right, it's the only one, so I need to go back to Nick soon. But I just realised that I haven't been back this way. I think I've identified everyone here, have I not? Yeah, I have. I actually don't need to be in this section.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
I wonder if in the hanging one you can see the artist drawing the picture. Never really thought, but he was there.
You have been found guilty by self-confession.
Yeah, I did. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's the monkey again. Let's step off to the side and let's get a good look at the list of people that are left, because we've got so few now, we can probably just throw in a few guesses. Right, I've just got 3 of them. It's been about 20-30 minutes since I last recorded, and it was because I had one of them completely wrong. Well, not completely wrong. This guy was Nick, but it was speared by a beast, not an enemy. And then by then it was just a process of elimination of trying the other topman with the other guy that stood near him and then cycling through some of the others. Yeah, where am I on the deck at the moment? Yeah, I came to revisit this one because I wanted to see what actually happened to this guy. But yeah, as you can see... Oh, come on. Don't do this, Brad. You just started. Yeah, so this guy, Nicholas Botterill, we thought he was Nick from the start because they said that he's already done Nick. Like, the spear had already killed Nick. But I had it down as a enemy because the crab people had... The crabs had someone sat on them, which I had as down as like a foreign enemy. However... they counted as a beast. I went back through and I realised that not a single one of those had been accepted with foreign enemy, even the ones that were killed by the creature, not by the actual spider itself. They were killed by the person on top of it. So I changed that to beast, cycled through this one with the other name that I had as a topman. That didn't work. So then I cycled through Timothy with that one, and I managed to get hold of these 3. So Hamadou Dion, yep, Nicholas and Timothy Buteman, which means I've only got 3 left to solve before I can then do the final bit. So I've started recording again because I reckon I can do this as a final episode right now. So I just have 3 left to guess, and I suppose, I mean, yeah, they're all on one page. Like, I've got it down to this small number. So, like I said, one person is going to be unidentified. Wait, what am I saying? One person should still be like left at the end because they're going to be the other person that ended up in the bottom bit. I still don't remember the name. Fuck it. So I guess I'll just cycle through these and see what happens. So who's the other? There's one other person somewhere, isn't there? Oh, it's you. Oh, okay then. That was... Alright, I'm happy. I'm not even going to question it. I thought I only put 2 of them in. Who was the third one? Yeah, that one. Oh, it was only 2. Right, so I know that I can't do Martin just yet. Who else is there? I know I can't do Philip just yet. Yeah, there's 2 more at the bottom here. Maybe I have to do 2 and 2, and then the other 2 are left till the end. I did 3 and then I did 2. I guess I'll try these ones. So who's left unnamed? It's these 2. So maybe there's just not the right number of people based on what happens. So let's just give these guys the other names. Nope, so you can be Alexander. You can be George. Done? Oh. All currently solvable fates. Oh, this is taking me so long. I'm actually going to ask my friends after this how long it took them to figure all of these out and see whether or not I'm like on par or whether it took me a lot longer. But now we can leave and we can not kill Henry. There we are, nothing left to do. Right. Time to find out how the game truly ends. Whew.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Kind of excited to find out what the bargain was. I guess
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
I'm going to guess that they made a deal with the creatures. I'm not sure. I just know that, like, we know that Martin and the Captain Steward were down there and didn't come out. So we know they're dead. Bargain. Whew. Here we are then. Notice there isn't anything written on there about the fact there was a Kraken attack. No claim made for certain passengers. Does it say specifically about things like, I know I'm going back, but the third mate, fate unknown, yeah. Whew. Total claim. Certified. I wonder why the pocket watch remains in my possession. What'll happen this time round? I'll get a letter with information about the bargain. 1 year later. Still in my well-appointed room. Martha? Why did you say that name?
Can you believe it? A package at this hour?
Ooh.
Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Well, that's clearly a body part
I'll be turning in
that
now.
I can use my pocket watch
It's in the kitchen if you need.
to investigate with. Definitely a body part. Let's open it up. A hand. Guessing a hand. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has... He's died anyway! He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Oh, Jesus, alright. Jane Bird. Yeah, so the three survivors were Jane, I think Emily, and the kid. Okay, so that was the letter. There's the book. This tale now belongs to you. Please finish it. Oh, so that's obviously just so I can finish it, and then this will be... It'll be a finger. That's too small to be a hand. A finger. Oh, no, it is a hand. It's a dried up hand. Getting the pocket watch out. Ready to inspect. Here we go. Oof, I'm excited. Let's find out what happened.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right.
Here you go.
What are you up to?
Nothing good.
Who's that? The doctor. Well, I mean, we know what happened to Martin. He got spiked. Oh, that's the monkey. Oh. Okay. I guess we'll find out what happened. Bargain. A monkey. I was a monkey paw, yeah. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. Two others were present. Right, well, I mean... Two others were present. I think you'll find there were three others present. I'm assuming I've got to look at the body and go backwards, and I can't just do that on its own. Yeah, because I need an identification of the body, don't I? So I've got the monkey, which means I can now go through.
A third shell. The captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. You return. The ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Ah. Who was helping with this? The first mate steward, Paul Moss. And the fourth mate steward. And the mermaid's got the shell. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is currently whirring. I'm just trying to comprehend which part of the story we're at. Martin, third mate, met an unknown death. Third mate, he did not. He was spiked by a beast. We know that for a fact. Oh. Wait, what's that?
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Oh. Oh. Well, I guess the mermaids summoned everything in order to try and be set free. Jesus. Capture Beast fought against its jailer and was speared for its troubles. Huh. Oh! He killed more than one of them. Wait, they had 3 altogether, didn't they? So the captain killed 2?
Enough, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send him back!
Oh fuck, he shot one of them. What's that? Anyway. So he's still dead on the floor with a shell. Whew. Ah, here we go, finally. What a one, we're going to get to see what happened to you. I'm guessing this is the last vision I'm going to get. This isn't breaking open the chest.
What's this? Quicksilver. Herregud.
Well, looks like you withdrew the shell and released the evil. Done. Well, I guess part of that mystery was solved. I'm not quite sure what the bargain that was made was, though. I assume releasing the mermaids to save the ship. Why shoot the monkey? Whew. There we have it. Here we go again. That was Return of the Obra Dinn. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. Obra Dinn? I don't know. It sounds weird when I say it. Like I keep hearing myself when I open the videos. Anyway, yes, that was Return of the Obra Dinn, and yeah, fantastic game. Really, really enjoyed that. Not sure whether or not I was meant to have found more clues for figuring out those guys at the end, or whether it was just a process of guesswork and relying on the 3 successes model in order to work your way through. The story, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I just saw in that bargain scene. So it seems like what happened was, if we forget about the earlier stuff, like the illnesses, and then there was the murder was... So what seems to have happened is that they had the royal family on board, the royal Formosan family, and in order to try and get some, I guess, like ransom for it, the second mate mutinied, took some of the crew with him, and took them on boats out into the sea. And obviously in open waters with the shell on board, the creatures clearly wanted the shell. I guess maybe because it had some sort of power over them. So they tried to attack the boats, and then the Formosan guy, royal man, he opened it, killed himself in the process, but releasing the power of it to incapacitate? I forgot the word then. To incapacitate the mermaids. They were then brought on board, and because they were on board, they were summoning things. Either they were summoning things to try and help them. Yeah, I think they were summoning creatures to come and save them. So that obviously the first things that came were the Cram monsters, and they were defeated, but then the Kraken turns up. And the mermaids, the captain obviously tried his method, which was to kill some of them, but was unsuccessful. So the doctor made a deal that they would release the mermaid, along with giving them the shell, if they would call off the Kraken. At which point, obviously, the Kraken subsided, the people left on the ship, and that's when the mutiny started, and the captain inconsolable, people tried to escape on boats, and obviously it ended with the captain killing everybody that was left on board before killing himself. That's what I can get from the story. I'm going to double check it afterwards just to make sure that I wasn't wrong with that, and if I am, I'll put in a little text over the top. But yeah, no, brilliant. Absolutely loved that game. Anyone have any suggestions of any games that's similar, leave them in the comments, because yeah, I would definitely like to play stuff like that again. The such a unique art style as well, the method of like travelling through these frozen scenes. Like, I think there was barely any animation, like actual animation that at all, if any. Because obviously it was all walking through still images, everything was frozen in place. And yet, no, not a single bored moment during that. A little bit frustrated in some parts where I was struggling with some of the puzzles, but no, fully satisfied in the end. And obviously people who've watched me play through this now won't be able to play through this the same way, but I would highly recommend it. So if you enjoyed this, tell friends to play it. Or even play through it with somebody, but watch them as they go through and as they get to explore it as well. But yeah, that's enough from me. I've been rambling enough now. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me for this entire adventure, if you have. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be doing a lot more playthroughs on this channel, along with a lot of other stuff. I've got a lot of things planned that are not strictly video games, just like gaming, board games, or doing stuff beyond computers, because sometimes I just like to not be sat staring at a computer screen all day, because that is my current job, and yeah, it gets a bit tedious after a while. But no, thank you very much for joining me, and it's been an absolute pleasure playing through this game. The creators of the game, if any of you, Lucas Pope, there we are, created by Lucas Pope, if you happen to watch this, loved it. Do more and tell me. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll catch anyone who is watching in the next video.